Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a mom life clean with me. A lot of real life cleaning motivation in this video. I went to town on my bedroom, living room, desk area, my daughter's playroom, and even helped out my man downstairs with his man cave. I just wanted to get everything together and I really wanted to just do a lot of decluttering and organizing in different spaces, including some drawers and closets. I also picked up some new baskets so that I could really get my living room organized, which made me really happy. So come join me, get something checked off of your list, and let's do it. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are starting out with some bedroom cleaning motivation. I wanted to deep clean in here as I rarely do. I just wanted to tackle the windows, underneath the end tables, the floors of course, and the never-ending mom laundry that I always have going on. I always have about 3 baskets no matter what I try to do. So I'm just starting that, and I have just had the most beautiful week, but the most emotional one as well. I am coming up on my mom's, actually, it's today. Today is the anniversary of when I brought my mom home from hospice as I'm speaking here. So I have just been going through all of the emotions, and it's been a pretty rough week for me, but also, like I said, a really beautiful one. And I'm just trying to keep moving. I'll get into that a little bit more later. And I also wanted to touch base on that I have started potty training my daughter, which is really funny. I was going to start maybe next week just to get her ready for pre-K. I'm pretty behind on it. I guess some people start at different times, but she is 3.5, and I had everything I needed and was figuring I would start next week. And little Miss Thing took off her diaper, and that was that. And so I am on day 2. I'm trying out that 3-day, you know, don't let them wear anything, just see how it goes. I figured it'd be the perfect time to do it because the weather has been absolutely gorgeous here. So if there's an accident outside, it's no big deal. We can just get cleaned up really easily. And it's been going okay so far, but I know we're just in the beginning phases of it. I just wanted to say, if anybody has any tips on potty training, please feel free to either leave a comment or DM me. I am all ears because it's gone pretty good, I would say overall. I would say 90%, but like I said, we're only on day 1. So I know accidents and things will happen, so I'm always open to seeing what works for other people because nothing's more real than a mom who's gone through it to tell you what's worked for her. And because of the beautiful weather, we've just finally been having such a good week. My life is always pretty chaotic, and it's just been really beautiful. We've been enjoying the pool and just being outside as much as possible. So it's been giving me the energy to deep clean my house because I'm in such a good mood from just being outside, grilling food up, and enjoying the weather with family. So when I come inside, I feel re energized to start tackling everything. I'm just putting some fresh blankets on my daughter's bed here, and I am also purchasing another bed for her room. We'll see how it goes. I know she'll probably end up in my bed around midnight or 1 a.m. That's typically how it goes. Is anyone else's kids like that? Even if I put it in there, I know she's going to end up with us. But I really love it, and she's so little that I just want to enjoy it as long as I can. One of these things I wanted to do today was just really get into these windows and the tracks. They were just really gross. I hadn't done like a deep clean on these in a while, and I was laughing here because as I was pulling up these blinds, these t-shirts came out because I forgot that we had them there. We put them a little bit into the tracks just to keep any draft coming out in the cold winters that we have here. And that shows how long I hadn't cleaned this specific window. It probably had been a few months. So it was desperately needed. And after that, I just went into some of the laundry and vacuuming my floors. In this video, I went into my living room where I did some shopping for some organizational items, and I'll get that into that in a little bit. I hope you're all doing well, and let's just get into it.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass, but I'm not gonna wake up.
So I had John finally remove one of the last items that was keeping Maddie occupied during the winter, which was her little trampoline there. As you can see, there was just so much dust in there. I really needed to give it a good Lysol and wipe down, which is exactly what I'm doing here. And then I moved into some of the decluttering and organizing for the living room. Going back and touching on the anniversary of bringing my mom home on hospice, I have noticed that the thing that helps me the most when I'm feeling very off, and to be honest with you, there's something about this impending 1 year of her passing that has really, triggered me and just shocked me that it's affecting me so much. I don't know why. I didn't think it would be that bad, but it's making it feel so real right now. I don't know how else to describe it. If you've been through it, maybe you've felt the same way. It just feels so permanent now, and she's just so unavailable, obviously, that it's just, it's gut wrenching and it hits you very hard at different times. And something I've learned with grief is that you can't really control it. When it comes, it hits you like a ton of bricks, and you're just kind of in it until you're not. And I found little things that help me, and one of them that I'm going to touch on in this video is, for me, it's to organize a space, go shopping, do something that gets me out of the house, where I can do something to make my home more comfortable and more functional. And I used to read a lot, but I just don't have the time anymore and the energy for it, I guess you could say. My mind will just go different places. So for me, going shopping just really is one of the most therapeutic things. I think it's something because you're going out, getting something nice for your space, doing something good for yourself. I can stick my toddler in the shopping cart and not have to worry about her. And you kind of want to be around people, but you don't want to have to hold a conversation. So it feels really good to do that sometimes when I'm in that headspace, and I also get a nice organized area out of it. So that's what I decided to do. I took these 2 baskets that I got on sale. They were really nice, and I decided to use them for a lot of the throw blankets. We always have so many, and some of Maddie's favorite books and stuffed animals that always just end up all over this room. And I think it turned out really nice. They're so easy for her to grab, which is what I wanted as well. I didn't want to put them in a space where she would have to come ask me to get them. I'm all about trying to give her independence at this age, and that way she can clean up and put things back as well. So that's been working out really nice and just uplifted my mood a bit, because sometimes just getting out of your home is really the best thing you can do for the moment. And so I am just trying to get through it all, and bear with me over the next month. It's going to be kind of a rough one for me, but I'm doing the best I can, trying to stay active. And I'm just finishing vacuuming up the space here. It really needed it. And I mopped my floors, and next I decided to also organize my makeup drawer and Maddie's hair care drawer. I don't have a lot. I'm someone who is really minimalistic when it comes to beauty products, especially after becoming a mom. I just don't have the time. It's like one of those things. If I wake up early, I'd rather have a good meal and or sleep in late. So I never have too much, but you'll see here in just a second, the drawer was just an absolute mess. So I picked up an additional organizer from Target. It was only $4, and I feel like it's all I really needed because it was such a small space. I have a few other things, but they're in bins in the bathroom. So these are the everyday things that I use that I just wanted accessible. And it's funny because ever since my daughter became a toddler, I just started doing my makeup up on my desk. I think because she'll leave me alone here the longest, even if it's for 10 minutes. If I'm in the bathroom, just because, we take baths in there, brush our teeth, I just feel like she will, get in my space too much. So this is the area I've been doing it in for the past 2 years, and it works for me. But as you can see, it just needed to be organized. So I'm first just giving that a wipe down, then using the organizer to put all the products back in, throw away what I wasn't using and what had hit pan and is over and done with. And I also just had a bunch of samples, so I just stuck those in a bag that I could put back there as well and maybe grab and take one out, once a week. I do feel like that's a self-care thing for moms too. Like, get a couple samples. You can do something once a week even. It makes you feel a lot better that you're taking care of yourself, and it just always feels good that it all has a spot and I know where everything is.
I'm driving, you're smiling, just really doing nothing. That's the thing I like about you. On the highway, it's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Yeah, no, nothing's complicated with you. Hey, playing songs on the radio, sing along to the words that we don't know how. Brings out the wildness. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could drive the whole along. Being with you is like being on the rodeo highways. Brings out the wildness. I got a little crush on you. You say that I'm crazy. It's just the way that I get every time that I am with you. Your laughter takes me to heaven. I just wanna make you repeat it and repeat it again. Yeah, you make the sky so blue. No, nothing's complicated with you. Hey, playing songs on the radio, sing along to the words that we don't know how. Brings out the wildness. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could drive the whole along. Being with you is like being on the rodeo highways. Brings out.
So, moving into my daughter's playroom, I was just showing you a few of the leftover spots. My daughter got a hold of some blue paint and got it everywhere. And I mean everywhere, you guys. It was all over the rugs, the pink couch, the door over here, down in John's man cave, and I tackled a lot of it off camera just because obviously I'm not going to wait to let it set, but even some of it I missed, and so I needed to go back over it with my rug cleaner. Before I did that, I just needed to put away some of her clothes from the laundry that I had done earlier, and I love this little green machine. It works incredible. I was even a little bit worried on how it would work on this couch because it is a velvet couch, but there were no issues. It turned out perfect, and I was really impressed with it. So, lesson learned, not to always be watching your child when they have paint. You would think I'd know by now, but I got distracted with a phone call, and surprise, cleanup happens. But I think I'm always cleaning up with a toddler at this point. But this really worked amazing. I just used some dish soap in there and it took the stains right out. So I highly recommend it if you're looking for something either to do quick stain removals, and I use this on my rugs as well.
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when he's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that he moves and the way that he laughs, so I can't get enough. Thinking about him all the time. I can't get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want.
So I'm just moving into John's man cave downstairs. He had just placed down a new rug, which was super plush and actually really fun to vacuum. It was giving off all the good vacuum lines, and this room didn't need too much just because he had cleaned it while he was placing the rug in. His other room where our movie theater normally is, it was a complete hot mess. You'll see that in a second. Um, he has been doing some 3D printing, and this man is always doing side jobs, and he's making these really cool different figurines and things to sell, and it's been working out really well for him. He's always has to have something else going on. I don't know how he finds the time, but I think he just enjoys, doing the business with other people and things. So I decided, I knew he had such a busy, on his regular day job, or his main bread and butter job. So I wanted to clean this up for him because I knew he was going to come home and want to be working on it. And you could just see there was just plastic pieces and paper all over the floor. So I figured, since I was already vacuuming the other room, I would pick this up for him and just kind of clean up some of the collectibles and wipe down the surfaces and make the couch. And Maddie was happy to join me down there because she has a little desk as well. But I was amazed that the vacuum could pick up this much. The Dyson really does work really well on a lot of different items. So after that was picked up, I just gave his other throw rugs a quick vacuum, and then I ended this video by throwing in some laundry late at night. That's just how I do things. This is real life here. And the last thing I did on this day was throw in one more load because I like to wake up in the morning and have some ready to be put away, and it doesn't feel so overwhelming. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you got a lot of motivation to clean your house, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Say yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a